Right, fantastic, we're live and let's see how it is going. I do not trust my internet connection so much, so you have to see. So the goal of this live stream is simple. I am going to install Arch Linux on VirtualBox. It's been a long time since I have done much of stuff related to the Arch Linux. I have already downloaded the ISO file and now I am going to try to just do the base installation, and afterwards I will actually stop it just to not get bored. I said, hey, you know what, let's do the installation together, so I might be forgetting a bunch of stuff along the way. So let's see how much RAM I'm going to put. 8 gig should be enough. 8192 and 3 CPU cores. I'm going to give like 50 gig and should be alright. So let's start it. So my goal is to follow this wiki. Last time I installed Arch Linux was years ago. Probably the one I installed was after that, after the video I created, I installed a bunch of stuff, so shouldn't be a problem. Okay. So the default is US, that's fine. And the console, why not? Let's try to set the console text something bigger. So set font tier 1 to B. Wow. How do I get the lists? Okay, it's here. So ls/user share ktb console fonts, and what we have here, we have less, and then here it's tr112n. okay, that's too small. And what was it? Plus user share 10 kbd console fonts, and here I have to look for I think 218n should be okay. 218n. Okay, great, this is good. So verify the boot mode. For the boot mode, check this. It's a legacy BIOS, but and let me see. /sys firmware EFI. Okay, we don't have it, so it's a legacy BIOS. We are already connected to the internet, I assume. Yep. And update the system clock, time, date, CTO. Alright. partition the disk fdisk-l, and just give me a sec. Okay. Blah blah blah. Disk to partition. Is the SDA. So fdisk/dev fdisk/dev SDA, and changes will remain in memory until you decide to write them. Be careful before using the write commands. Device doesn't contain recognized partition table. Create a new. Yes. Okay. What we should do. So create the swap and then the remainder. We're just gonna avoid risky, complicated. There's supposed to be an easier way to create, I think, besides fdisk. Use a partition tooling. Let's see what we can do. cfdisk. Okay, can I exit this? Yes, I want to go cfdisk. Nice. Alright, so here I create one, call it, then let's put the 46G and the primary, so it's going to be the Linux one, and this would be also bootable. And then I'm going to create the rest, the primary, and the partition type would be swap. Where is the swap? I can't find swap. Should be there. God damn it. Oh boy. Linux extended. And where is the Linux swap? Probably I'm getting too old. Okay, extended. So here we got extended LVM. Okay, swap 82. Great. Okay, write the changes. Yes. And quit. Great. Now I gotta make, so if I do lsblk, if we have it, so yeah. We got 46 this, 4 gig of the other. And now I am going to do the ext4. So mkfs ext4 slash dev st1a mkswap slash dev st2. Great. And should be okay again. Okay, we don't have anything. And now, okay, this is for the EFI. So if you create a EFI partition, we don't have it. I have to mount it. SDA1 slash MNT. Okay. Swap on slash dev SDA2. Great, and select the mirror. Okay. And in particular, review the following software and install everything that you need. Hello, first viewer. Interesting. Okay, so let me first install this packstrap-k/mnt base Linux, and then Linux firmware, and then what else I am going to install? CPU microcode updates, AMD or Intel. So this is VirtualBox, but I think it's Intel. User SPA utility for file system. Okay. A specific firmware, not yet. Networking. I think I need to also install DHCP stuff. Something to figure out later on. Network manager or standalone DHCP clients. Networking. Network manager. So if I install this, then we'll be conflicting with the network manager probably. So okay, I will do the network manager. Can I type like this? Network manager. Let's see. Okay, let's see how's it going. Wow, it's super slow. Holy crap. Hope it gets faster. Okay, a bit. Maybe just a second. be faster. Yeah. Okay. And what else I have to do? Sync the clock. Host name. Needs RAM FSU not required. Okay. Does not require root password, bootloader. Okay, so there's no network manager. This. But this is installed. Base. Okay. All right. Linux firmware network manager. DHCP client. Can provide this, can be useful for both wireless and this stuff. Accessible to root user via network manager. Okay. So the package is network manager. Okay. And let's also install Vim. And then after that I have to create the fs tab stuff. Gen fs tab -u /mnt etc fs tab. Alright, so if I do this stuff, I should have it. Yep. And arch chroot. Okay, so I'm here. And what we gotta do, sfs/user share zone info where we are, Europe, Berlin, etc local time. Okay. Order clock. CC. And now. Local gen. Set the generator accordingly. So can I do /etc locale.conf lang equals to en _ us utf-8 en us utf-8. All right. Okay, so this is default is correct for this one, the key map, I think. Let's check it. We don't have it. Alright. Set the key. If you set the key overlay, make the changes persisted in this. Okay. Okay, we don't set it, so we should actually default fall to fall to the US. Yeah, that's good enough. And now to assign a consistent identifiable name. Okay, a host name. All right, so okay, arch that's virtual. All right, and for advice, blah blah blah. Must not start with a dash. Okay, we used all this stuff. Now let's put the root password. I have to install a bootloader. So it should be BIOS, but we are going to do grub UEFI installation. All right. UEFI boot manager. Okay, so pacman -s grub. Where is the BIOS? MBR, alright. Okay. Grub install. Target equals to. I'm a bit iffy about this. My 386 PC. It will replace legacy. They used regardless of your actual architecture. Alright. And it's a disk, not a partition, so it will be SDA. 3. Okay, so it will be i386 -pcs/dev SDA. Let's see. Okay. And now session finished with no error. All right, so we installed this, installed that. I think I have to do this add user or something. I want to create the user. So add user add or something. User add. Oh god. Arch create user. Users and group. User add blah blah blah. Okay, example of the user add. So user add -n this guy, password this guy. Nice. And I'm going to assign the group. Change the login or the home directory. No. There's this group part. Group add this guy, blah blah blah. Okay, AG. User mod -AG would be. So we want to do sudo, so it would be vil and this guy. Okay, so if we do, okay, I have to come out of here, do a reboot, take out the optical disc, and grab is not working. Okay, it said it's installed without the problem. Grab bootloader. Try to install a system capable bootloader. I don't want to install again, so let's see. Boot into Arch. So if I do ls here, okay, MS-DOS 1. So it should be lsht0 MS-DOS 1. Okay, type ext. So MS-DOS 2 should be, yeah, says MS-DOS 1. And set root ht0 MS-DOS 1, not assignable. Oh, root equals crap. And Linux, Linux root equals to /dev st01 read sta1 read write VM Linux -Linux. -Linux root equals to VM Linux not found. So when I did this, set root MS-DOS, and if I do /ht0 MS-DOS 1 / okay, so we have this is here, so don't have. Okay, so it says Linux. Expected a file path. So should I put hd0 ms-dos 1 slash boot vm linux should be slash boot and root equals to slash dev sd0 1 read write. Grub. Okay, so where the hell is the kernel? .386 PC. Is there anything here? But this is just grub. I don't see the kernel here. It's supposed to be either here or somewhere else. Let me see on my own machine. Slash boot. Yeah, it's supposed to be under slash boot VM Linux. VM Linux. And yeah, supposed to be there. It's not. We just have the grub. We don't have the VM Linux, so we don't have a kernel. Did I forget to install kernel? Oh god. Because it's supposed to be under boot, but under boot I just see grub. I don't see the anything. At least here I don't see. If I bring it here, you will see that on my own machine we have this guy. Of course this is the UFI, but at least it's something. Here it's not, so I think I screw up some part of it. Let me try to install it again. The misleading part was that I saw on the, at least when I run the grub command, it said it ran okay, but apparently it didn't. Anyway, I will try to, let me see whether I can bypass a bunch of steps here. So if I just mount this guy and then try to, for UFI, okay, so this is, I don't need. And create the remaining mount points under /mnt boot. Okay, I don't need that. Everything is in one directory. So first let me try to mount it. /dev sda1/mnt. So if I go to /mnt, okay, these are the stuff. And what I have to do, Linux firmware. So if I do package strap-k base Linux firmware and let's see what happens. The internet is super slow. And this should be there already. I don't need to do it, and then if I do switch root to it, try to run the grub, it should work. Let me try to understand a bit this boot process again, to not waste time. Or BIOS. Sensor kernel, blah blah. Boot represents. Class source mix mode booting. That's Itanium, not us. This is the kernel and init RAM images, which typically resides in the boot. Means the bootloader must have support for everything supporting block. Blah blah blah. I didn't do the init ramfs. Yeah, I didn't do this. Kernel package. Yeah, I didn't do these parts. Maybe that could be the case. But goddamn, this is so slow. What is going on with my internet? It's 10 meg. Oh boy. Just doing one live stream and this is the internet speed. Makes me cry. So if I do init ramfs, here it says is usually not required, and it's supposed to run itself when we do pack strap. I did a typo somewhere, maybe that caused the issue. I don't know what is going on with this internet. That's absolutely horrible. I don't think it's a mirror issue, I think it's my internet issue, because the speed is fluctuating. It's not constant, it goes from 200 to 50. It might be due to the live streaming. Let me see, mirror list, select the mirrors. Okay, it's done there, blah blah blah. Place the more priority it gives when downloading the package. Yeah, I can't wait for this crap to finish like this. So, do I have Vim? Yeah. So Vim / etc. I can't see myself also. Pacman-D mirror list. So where it is hitting. Do we have anything? D Germany? No. Okay. So worldwide, let's put Germany first. So maybe it will enhance us. Yeah. The problem was mirror. Wow. Okay. After that, run this, and then I have to generate the grub again. But I need to do C-root here. Yeah. Here we got the bootstrap probably. fstab, sorry. Got the fstab, firmware updating, measure dependencies. Yeah, here it generated now. Running bunch of hooks. Yeah, /boot /init ramfs image. Let me do chroot c or chroot /mnt. So if I do /boot, yeah, now I do have it. So somewhat the script failed here, the pack strap. Probably maybe because I mistyped the base. I missed A. Probably because of that. And then it actually caused the issue. So now let me just double check mnt etc fstab. No, sorry. /etc now fstab. Okay, so I have it here. And let me try to, just for the safety purpose, to try install the grub again. So grub install target equals to i386 pc/dev SDA, not one, because it shouldn't be a partition. Yeah. So if I do this, okay, so no error. And then if I reboot, I should be able to boot now. Really? Seriously? Arch Linux grub. What was this command here? ls / so okay, let's get the partitions. So ls hd0 ms-dos 1 and boot. I do have this crap here, VM Linux, but it's not loading. Set root ht0 ms DOS 1 linux /vm linux probably should be boot, probably that's why. Root equals to /dev sda1 and this guy init rt. I don't have anything interrelated. /boot /init ramfs, and it should be something like this. Oh boy, why the kernel is not working? So if I try to ping Google now, okay, the ping also is not working. That's something to fix. I can go to my website. There is something about this one I faced before in the legacy stuff for the long time ago for pager. This guy, this set root prefix and smooth normal. And loading this, copy the grub to this guy. Let's see. Can I do sudo now? Okay. I forgot to install sudo. -r/user lib grub xpc to /boot grub update. We don't have update grub. Do I have grub mkconfig? Hopefully. -o/boot grub.cfg. Yeah, I don't care whether OS prober will execute or not. Found this guy. Okay, so it seems it should be fixed. If it doesn't, oh yeah, it's fixed. Still my guide works. Yes, Opera. Not that I use it for my primary. I just use it for this live stream because it has no history. Okay, now the issue is the network manager because the ping is not working. So I have thought I enabled the network manager, but apparently not. I installed the package for sure, but I didn't install the network manager. And install this, and I have to enable it probably. Use system ctl enable is network manager dot service, network manager dot service. And if I start it, probably should work now. Yep. pacman-s sudo. Okay, so sudo ls Okay, I'm not in the sudo file, but if I do groups, I am there. vsudo. Okay. The v is not found. Editor v. Yep. Okay, I do this hack here. Well, no, let's do it like a proper way. So allow the members the will to execute any command. Okay. So, all right. Sudo systemctl status network manager.service. Yep. Oh, fantastic. Sudo is also working. That's great. I think that's enough for today. I will continue rest of it later. It took already 1 hour. Thanks for watching and have a great time. Bye.